Hello everyone. Today we are going on working with the problem of ecology and we are speaking about things we can do to help the ecology. Open your copybooks and put down the date. Monday, the 28th of March. Class work. Well, at the previous lesson, we spoke about the problem of acid rains and learned something about them. Try to remember what you know about acid rains. Make a stop and have a short speech. Сделайте паузу и устно вспомните, о чем мы с вами читали в тексте на прошлом уроке. Besides, we learned a new construction present perfect continuous. Кроме того, мы с вами на прошлом уроке познакомились с видовременной формой present perfect continuous. And today we are going to practice it. И сегодня мы с вами потренируемся в ее употреблении. So, we are working. Look at the pictures and look at the words. The children are doing something to help the nature. What can they do? Plant flowers, recycle cans, collect rubbish, build nesting boxes, teach the cycle of life, clean out a pond, read a book about ecology. I hope you know all the words. Надеюсь, вы знаете все эти слова. Look at the picture and make up sentences. Посмотрите на картинку и составьте предложения с этими словами. Pay attention. We describe the picture using present continuous tense. Не забудьте, когда мы говорим о том, что видим прямо сейчас, мы используем present continuous, настоящее длительное время. Well, let's have a look at the sentences. What is Sally doing? Sally is collecting rubbish from a tree house. What is Andy doing? Andy is reading a book about ecology. What is Tim doing? Tim is building nesting boxes. What is John doing? John is recycling cans. What is Jane doing? Jane is teaching the cycle of life. What is Rose doing? Rose is cleaning out a pond. What is Dave doing? Dave is planting flowers. We described the pictures. Мы с вами описали картинку. Напоминаю, все предложения проговариваются вслух. All the people use something. Something that helps them do this or that work. У каждого из героев есть инструменты, которые помогают им выполнить ту или иную работу. Look, a ladder, a hammer and nails. This is a hammer and these are nails. A spade, here it is. A water can. This is a water can. A rake, a net. This is a net. Gardening gloves. Here they are on Dave's hands. And a plastic bag. This is a plastic bag And here is a plastic bag. Let's make up sentences about the people. Sally is using a ladder and a plastic bag to collect rubbish from the tree house. Andy is using a book to read about ecology. Tim is using a hammer and nails to make nesting boxes. Dave, look at Dave. Посмотрите на Дэйва. Dave is using a spade, a watering can, a rake, and gardening gloves to plant a flower. Rose is using a net to clean out a pond. John is using a plastic bag to recycle cans. And Jane is using a picture to teach the cycle of life. Imagine they have been doing all these things for some time. А теперь представьте, что они выполняли эти действия уже какое-то время. Например, 2 часа. Мы будем строить предложения, используя время present perfect continuous. For example, Sally has been collecting rubbish from the tree house for 2 hours. Make a stop and make up your sentences. Поставили видео на паузу и составили эти предложения. Now let's check. Sally has been collecting rubbish from a tree house for 2 hours. Sally убирает мусор уже 2 часа. Andy has been reading a book about ecology for 2 hours. Andy читает книгу уже 2 часа. Dave has been planting flowers for 2 hours. Dave сажает цветы уже 2 часа. Tim has been building nesting boxes for 2 hours. Tim мастерит скворечники уже 2 часа. John has been recycling cans for 2 hours. Джон занимается уборкой жестяных банок уже 2 часа. Rose has been cleaning out a pond for 2 hours. Rose чистит пруд уже 2 часа. Jane has been teaching the cycle of life for 2 hours. Jane обучает круговороту в природе уже 2 часа. Вы увидели, действия начаты, действия заняли какой-то период времени, и они еще не завершены. Поэтому мы используем время present perfect continuous. Reread the sentences once again. Еще раз перечитайте эти предложения, поставив видео на паузу. Well, the text is called Eco-Helpers. Try to think what it can mean. All those children are eco-helpers. Let's read and listen to the dialogue.
Eco-Helpers. Exercise 3A, page 78. Hi Tim, what's up?
Oh, hi Dave. What are you doing here?
Oh, I've joined the Eco Helpers Club.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Sally collects rubbish for recycling in the park every Saturday morning, doesn't she?
That's right, she's been doing that for a month. I've been building nesting boxes.
Nesting boxes?
Well, there aren't many trees left in the city for birds to build their nests. If we don't help them, they will have to leave the city.
That's interesting. What else have you been doing?
We've been planting trees and cleaning out ponds for a week now that the weather's good.
Your club sounds wonderful. I could join as well, couldn't I?
Of course you could. We really need volunteers, but you have to see Miss Jackson first. She'll tell you what to do.
Sounds great. I'll join first thing Monday morning.
So, the children are doing very useful work in the city, and Tim wants to join the club. In the text there were some words. Learn them. В тексте были выделены слова, которые нужно выучить. Recycling – переработка. Left – осталось. Nest – гнездо. Leave – покидать. Weather – погода. Join – присоединяться. Volunteer – волонтер. Put the words in your vocabularies. Now, reread the dialogues and complete the sentences. Сделайте паузу в видео, перечитайте диалог и дополните предложение. Let's check. Sally for a month. Чем занималась Sally? Уже месяц. Sally has been collecting rubbish for recycling for a month. Dave has been... Чем занимался Dave? Dave has been building nesting boxes. The birds will leave the city if... Птицы улетят из города, если... The birds will leave the city if people don't help them. Tim wants to on Monday morning. Что Тим собирается сделать в понедельник с утра? Tim wants to join the Eco Helpers Club on Monday morning. Hope you managed with this task. Надеюсь, у вас получилось справиться с этим заданием. Remember, have to. Есть вещи, которые нам делать приходится. We have to take part in cleaning days. Приходится заниматься уборкой. Don't have to. А есть вещи, в которых нет необходимости. You don't have to finish this task today. You can do it later. Нет необходимости заканчивать сегодня. Это можно сделать позже. Look at Roger's tasks. Посмотрите на задание Роджера. Составим предложение. Что ему нужно сделать обязательно, а в чем нет необходимости. Обратите внимание на пометки. Done. Уже сделано. Sally and Andy. Поручено другим людям. Next week. Можно сделать на следующей неделе. Make a stop and make up sentences. Сделали паузу и составили предложение. Checking. Проверяем. Order more trees. Roger doesn't have to order more trees. It is already done. Call the recycling center. Roger has to call the recycling center. Tidy the eco-library. Sally and Andy. Roger doesn't have to tidy the eco-library. Sally and Andy will do it. Clean out the clubhouse. Roger has to clean out the clubhouse. buy more wood and nails next week. Roger doesn't have to buy more wood and nails. He can do it next week. Give out membership cards. Roger has to give out membership cards. Managed. Going further. Справились? Поехали дальше. Вспомните разделительный вопрос. Вопрос-переспрос или вопрос с хвостом. He has to take the dog for a walk, doesn't he? She doesn't have to finish her project this week, does she? We have to read this book, don't we? You don't have to go there, do you? Помним, в утвердительных предложениях хвостик отрицательный. В отрицательных утвердительных, как батарейка. So your homework is to practice tag questions and remember the rules of the lesson. Итак, дома вы повторяете правила урока. Мы повторили с вами времена present continuous and present perfect continuous. Мы повторили конструкцию have to – нужно. Don't have to – нет необходимости. И мы повторили с вами вопрос-переспрос, вопрос с хвостом. Ваша задача письменно составить разделительные вопросы к предложениям о Роджере. В учебнике есть образец. That's all for today. Goodbye and good luck.